Hey everyone, this is Erica, and today I'm in the studio with Icona Pop.
Yay! Hello.
So, how are you guys?
Very good.
Good. A little jet lag, but otherwise very good.
Now, you guys were just in Sweden a few
Yes.
days ago, right?
Yeah.
And before that,
LA.
LA. Yeah. Wow. So, you guys, do you guys get tired fast because you travel a lot?
I mean, I think once when you travel like every day, that's weird because then you create your own time zone and just, when you're supposed to sleep, you're not sleeping and then you're just sleeping on planes. It's kind of weird, but now we've been in LA for a longer time to write a lot of new music. So I feel like we're in LA time zone. So when we went to Sweden, it was really hard because we were just nine
9 hours difference, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
New York is 6 hours, so that's not
That's a
too
little bit better.
bad,
Yeah.
but-
So, if you're traveling from Stockholm to New York, it's like not so bad because you get here and maybe it's the same, like.
I mean, it's still 6 hours,
Yeah.
but 9 hours is almost half a day, so it's
Right.
like totally off. But
But it's a good sign when you have the luxury to be like feeling the jet lag.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes when you're just traveling and working a lot, you're just like, you feel like you're in a constant, a little bit, almost like, I don't know, you feel like you're a little bit almost tipsy.
Yeah, but we're trying to do like different experiments, like how could we get rid of our jet lag? So we're like,
How do you guys keep energized?
We exercise a lot, we eat good, and most of all, we have fun.
yeah,
I feel like every time you have fun, and even if you're super tired, you find yourself so much more energized.
That
Oh,
makes
yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
I mean, you're traveling for fun things. So
Yeah.
it's not like,
Yeah,
like a
like,
boring business meeting or something.
No.
and we love traveling, so that's
Yeah.
the thing. Like, it's so amazing to come to new places and feel the energy of a place, and hopefully see stuff. Sometimes if when you tour, you don't even see the city.
no.
But it's so nice when you can get a feeling for where you are, how the people there are, and the vibe and everything.
That's actually my biggest fear. If I was a pop star in like an alternate universe, my biggest fear would be not getting to actually explore the cities you get to travel to.
Yeah.
Because that would be so depressing to me.
Yeah, usually you end up, I mean, now we're better, but usually you end up just staring at the walls of a hotel room or like
Right.
sitting in interviews the whole day. So now we try to like, if we go somewhere we haven't been before, we try to take one day off so we can watch and eat.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
or
so
just
good.
like go out for dinner.
Yeah.
At a
Yeah.
place where that someone recommended that is supposed to be very good, and you go there and you pretend that, hey, we live here. That makes such a difference.
Has there been any favorite places that you guys have gotten to explore recently?
I mean, I would have to say that a place that's totally different from where we come from is like Tokyo. It was so much going on and everyone was so nice. I think that was like a super cool experience.
Yeah, we so want to go back.
Yeah.
That's funny you bring this up. I went there for the first time in the spring. Like it was my dream to go there forever. Yeah, and I noticed that too. Everyone is so kind and
Yeah.
helpful,
Yeah.
right?
And
So kind.
The taxis are so clean.
I know in their little
The
gloves,
curtains,
right?
yeah,
the
gloves.
yeah,
Yeah.
so cute. So I wanted to first kind of talk about the new single you guys have out, Bright Side.
Yes.
It's definitely a somewhat different sound than what we're used to for you guys. Like we're used to kind of like those hard banging electronic, right? And this is a little bit more, I don't want to say mellow because it's still very upbeat, but can you talk a little bit about the production?
Absolutely.
Yeah. I think we felt a little bit like, I mean, basically we've been on tour for 4 years and we've developed a lot as artists, as you do, but we took some time off to be in the studio and just like feel, where are we now with Icona Pop? Who are we now? So we felt like we wanted to try something new, but at the same time, we ended up doing something that we actually started doing. Like our first song, Manners, it's so much slower and it's so, it's pop, but it's so electronic, but very raw in a way. So I think we kind of went back a little bit to that sound.
Yeah. it represented what we will feeling that day, you know, in this. So, and that's the beauty of it. I feel like it's really everything depends on where you are and how you feel. Because if you don't feel like, yeah, let's party, it's very hard to write like a party song. Or if you feel like you're in the biggest party of your life, of course you want to write a song that everyone can party to, because you want people to feel what you feel when you were in the studio, you know?
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm glad that you brought up Manners too, because I remember when that first came out and it had such a fresh sound.
Yeah.
And I can see what you're saying about this song kind of harkening back to that a little bit.
Yeah.
I really like that. Now I've read also that this song is really important to you because of the message it sends and how it really speaks to your friendship. So can you kind of
we've been a band almost 9 years now, and we've been through so much amazing things, but also very dark periods in our lives. And you don't really, like, it's hard to cope with some emotional stuff when you're on tour and you're so happy with everything that's going on, but at the same time, like, you are feeling low. So Caroline's been helping me out so much, and I'm just so...
And the same, you know?
So it feels like we're so happy that we have each other, because it feels a lot of times like it's us against the world.
Yeah.
But in a beautiful way, and we just felt like it was time to write something specifically about our friendship.
And when someone is down, you know, to help the other one up. And when your best friend is feeling like shit, then you do anything to make that person smile again.
And also we felt like we kind of need a little happier song in these dark days.
Oh, yes. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now I know you guys, now you met at a party, right?
Yeah.
A long time ago. Yeah. So you guys have obviously been besties for a while now.
Yeah.
How do you keep each other motivated, and how do you keep each other grounded?
I think I don't know. I feel like we're so close in what we do and with the music and everything, but it would be impossible for either me or you to act like outrageous or something, because then the other person would be there and be like, hey, you know what? Are you okay? Because, and I think even before getting to that point, we would put up like a little warning sign, like something is off, you're not feeling good, or, you know, I feel like, and we keep each other grounded by having fun and doing what we love. I think it would be so weird to do it with, I mean, you read about people that are in a band but they're not even friends, or I would become a terrible person, you know, if I was forced to hang out with people. And
that's weird. How do you even do
how
that?
How do you do that? I feel like,
because it's not just like a job where you're going with coworkers, it's very much you're creating something together. So I don't know how you can even...
That would be so weird. Like, and I feel like good friends can tell each other anything, even when it's not positive. Like, hey, you know what? If you did that thing and that was not really cool.
Yeah.
That's a good friend. Another friend that doesn't care, they wouldn't say anything.
That's true.
And
that's
I feel
important.
like if I've been, you know, not feeling well or something's been happening, of course I take it out on Aino, because Aino is my closest friend. And then she's been like, hey, is everything really okay? And I feel like that's what good friends do.
I think, because we have each other. A lot of times it's chaos around us, but we try to, I don't know, have like a beautiful, what do you call it? Like
respect and... Or
There's chaos around us, so we always try to stay connected and in balance.
I see. That way, because if you're not, you're just going to kind of emotionally fall apart.
Yeah. And we've been, I mean, it's been times where, like, you've been so tired and worked a little bit too much, and you just end up sitting staring at a wall and don't know where you are or what you're doing. But I feel like it's such a... It's like one of those beautiful moments when your friend just gives you a hug and like everything's gonna be okay. Like, you have to be happy. That's the most important part of everything that you're doing.
And also like those times where it's been something extremely happy and positive that's been going on, to have someone to just like, oh my God, this is the coolest thing I've ever heard in my whole life. And not just be like, oh, that sounds great, because you're by yourself, you know? To experience the fun things with someone. Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, speaking of fun friend moments, I wanted to talk about the Can't Stop the Feeling video where you literally get to play with puppies.
I mean,
it was our idea.
It was our idea.
Oh, yeah.
We love dogs, of course, especially puppies. So we were like, did you say that we could choose exactly what we wanted to do? Then we want to hang out with puppies.
So did you just go to the producer or the director and be like, puppies, this is the idea. It's amazing.
Yeah, and they loved it, and we're like, yes, I love my job.
I mean, they were so cute. They were peeing on us, and it was chaos.
The funny thing about that video is there's so many celebrity cameos going on, which is very exciting to watch. But then watching it, the puppies is what made me the most excited. So I can completely relate to that.
So cute.
What was it like kind of getting to just work on something with Justin Timberlake? Because I hear you guys were big fans of him growing up.
Yeah.
Yes. It was amazing. He's so talented and he's so cool. I mean, when we first met him, it was like we had known each other for years. It was like, hi. So it was so comfortable to be around, because sometimes you think that stars like him are kind of dealish.
Right.
But he was amazing.
He was so talented.
Yeah.
You know, we went into the studio and he was like, no, think more like this. And when you do that, take that tone, take it from above. You know, like very good at describing how he wanted it to sound like.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely knows his way around a hit. Even just like Future Sex Love Sounds was, I think,
still new in a weird way.
It really helped kind of push the sound of top 40 music a certain way, at least for quite a while. So
yeah, absolutely.
Cool. And did you grow up kind of listening to NSYNC and all that?
Oh, yeah. We love NSYNC. Love NSYNC.
So good.
And tell me a little bit about, because you got to do voiceover for the film as well, right?
Yeah. Oh, wow. That was so much fun.
Talk a little bit about that, because I think doing voiceover, especially for animated films, must be just so much fun, getting to kind of let loose in the recording studio and stuff. So what are your characters in the film, and what was that process like for you guys?
Well, we're fashion trolls from Scandinavia.
Oh my God.
And we're joined by the hair, and we just like talk in each other's mouth all the time, and just like, and we dress people in the movie. And it was such a fun experience. We were just, peeing our pants.
That is so cute.
Because we had so much fun.
You guys did that on the red carpet too, right? You had the braids
connecting,
I think I saw. Yeah.
That was hard. That was like, we were like, oh, okay, Caroline, take a step to the left.
Oh, that's so funny.
We were like sweating.
Then we were like, let's cut it off.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's where that kind of like friendship connection comes
yeah,
in.
You have to be very tight friends.
Yeah,
oh my God, can you imagine be stuck in a braid with someone that you don't like?
No, definitely not.
That would be terrible.
I don't want to be in a band with someone I don't like, a braid, a room.
No. Let's skip that.
Speaking of people I would think most of us don't like, can you react to the presidential election that, of course, has everyone, well, many people quite upset, of course. And I know you guys posted on Twitter that you were disappointed as well. So can you kind of tell me what finding out kind of felt like and your thoughts?
I mean, we were disappointed. And we felt like it was a lot of people that thought that it could never happen. And we just feel like it's very important. And we hope that, because we hope that something good will come out of it. When it's more like we hope that people feel that and see the importance of, caring, voting, really get engaged, and it's so important. And that's all we can say. Even for Sweden, for example, that have a racist party that are growing very big, we feel like it's been a problem to get people, especially young people, to vote. And it's so important.
But it felt like after everything that happened here, it was a huge reaction in Sweden. So
Yeah.
hopefully, like people get together and we should talk about these things. Like,
Right. And I agree. And
yeah.
I mentioned earlier about Sweden is so progressive,
Mm-hmm.
and my Swedish friend who lives in Stockholm was just completely obliterated over this. So, yeah, and I feel like too, especially in the music community, it's been really great to see kind of artists come out and voice their opinions and kind of get their fan bases motivated and interested in just being involved in these topics and stuff.
Totally.
So that's been so good.
Yeah, we were like, it's so important to dare to care and not just like say, oh, I don't know, you know?
Right.
And especially like we fight for equality and we're feminist and feels like, and then this happens, it's like a step back.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, something good comes out of dark period. So yeah.
I mean, any movie.
Yeah.
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
It's the same narrative. So let's just hope it goes in a positive direction and gets people moving in a positive direction. But on a more positive note, I know you guys have been working really hard in the studio.
Yay.
New music. So, what's been that process like for you guys, and what's kind of inspiring the sound of your new music coming out soon? Because I read somewhere that you guys described it as a little bit more raw, a little bit more industrial, kind of that type of vibe.
I feel like, first of all, it's been so fun to be back in the studio.
Yeah.
It was a long time ago that we took the time to write for a longer period of time. And it's been important because that's when you can really dig deep into how you felt that time when that happened, and then really go into, because when you're on tour, you sometimes when you work a lot, you just push the feelings aside and you don't really process it. So that's what you do then later in the studio. And but I feel like sometimes when you're in the process, it's so hard to say like this is exactly how it's gonna sound like.
Because the sound changes as well. Like during the time.
We're right in the middle of it, but it feels like it's still very, poppy melodies. But yes, with a little bit more, it's like, it's a little bit gritty in the sound. And a lot of good synths.
Yes, we love synths. I feel like we've really been like digging deep down and like, what do we want to write about now? We love to party and we still love writing party songs,
so that will be there as well.
Heartbreak stories, not in a heartbreak now, but we've been so that will be there as well, and friendship. So there's so much things that's been happening during the time since the last album.
Yeah,
I feel like.
And we've been like through so much on tour, off tour, in our personal lives, and we just felt like it was so important to take the time to like, it was almost like going through your old diary and just like, oh my God, I remember this. It's almost like you just tend to forget about those things when everything is good. But yeah, it's been important, and it feels so good to release a lot of new music next year. It feels like it's about time, and we're so ready for it, and I wish it was now.
There was such a sense of relief like wash over Aino's face just now.
Yeah.
I feel like you guys have like all this stuff inside you and you're really right?
Yeah.
I mean, are you guys planning on releasing anything or doing anything before the year's end?
We might have something coming up.
A little bit something.
A little something. Okay, good to know.
Some kind of feature, but
I can't really tell you any details.
Yeah.
And so new album, we should look 2017.
Yeah, a lot of new music,
but not sure if it's gonna be a full album yet.
No.
We want to see how we want to release it.
Yeah.
Like,
we think of albums always when we write.
It's more like a chapter.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So you will get a chapter of Icona Pop next year. Yes.
Okay.
But
That's
a
good.
chapter
I
of
like
Icona
that.
Pop. But we haven't
Sounds
really
deep.
decided how we want to release it because we want to do it in an exciting way for our fans. So, and nowadays there's so many ways you can do it. So we're just figuring things out. But it will definitely be the same amount of songs as in an album.
Right.
Yes.
That's fair enough. I loved what like Robin did a few years ago. Body Talk Part 1, Part 2.
Yeah, exactly.
I really liked that.
That's cool.
Yeah, I liked that a lot. But
And also, like, we write a lot of songs, and a lot of them are not just like radio hit singles, but we still want like people to hear them because they're important for us. So yeah, that's why we want to release everything that we've written. So.
Yeah.
right.
We feel like all those songs like have a purpose and tell a little part in the story.
Yeah.
So it's important that we can give them all to our fans and not just like, yeah, this will work on the radio.
I know you guys mentioned radio hits. Do you still feel like any kind of pressure to perform the way I Love It? I Don't Care, I Love It did? Because, you know, a few years ago that was such a smash hit. And
It was crazy.
Right? Yeah.
And still
so-
today, like
Yeah,
when
crazy.
the song comes on, they're like, oh.
We're dancing. Everyone is
Yeah.
dancing. It's like, but I mean, of course, after a song like that, it's very hard to. I mean, the expectations is so high, and I feel like now we are in a totally different situation. It would be a dream, and we have songs that we feel very strongly about that we want to show the world, and of course, it would be a dream to have a very good follow up to that. But at the same time, you grow as an artist all the time, and for us, it would be very uninspiring to try to write a second I Love It.
Right.
We want to write a song that we feel as much for and that hopefully go as good, but that are totally different because we're in a different place in our lives right now.
And I'm so happy about I Love It. I think we've had that question a lot, like, but we've always seen it as an amazing thing. We've been able to tour the whole world around that, and people have like heard our other music. But I feel like now, no, not anymore, because I feel that we are true to ourselves more because we came from doing everything ourselves, from like producing and writing everything, and then suddenly this happened and people started to help us out, and we kind of forgot who we were for a while, and that was very uninspiring. So now it feels like we're back, we're in control, we have a great team, and
We have great music.
yeah,
So,
and hopefully
like,
people will like it.
yeah, and that's also the thing. Like, we've been talking so much about releasing music, the pressure of it, the feeling of releasing something. And the most important thing is that we feel so proud over what we release, because then we hope that our fans and the people out there will like it. Because that's still going to be so satisfying for us to release it, no matter how it goes on the
Right.
radio or whatever, because it's more like we have something to say and we want to share it. So yeah, but I mean, we have great hopes and expectations on next year. I think it's gonna be we're ready to hit the road again with new music.
Oh yeah,
I'm
very
excited.
refreshing.
Yeah.
So, do you guys have any? Are you kind of eyeing or thinking about touring next year and stuff? What can
That's
people
our
look forward
goal.
to? Yeah.
We
Yeah.
don't have any. I mean, we're still making plans for 2017. I almost said 2016. I'm still stuck in
This
2015.
year was weird.
It's crazy.
This weird, yeah, it was super weird. We definitely have big plans. We're still in the making of them, but
We're figuring dates out and everything,
Yeah.
but it will be touring, it will be music.
it will be a lot of Icona Pop next year.
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
Well, I for one can't wait for that,
Yay.
as well as 2016 to be done with. So
Yes,
I'm
a
with
lot
you
to
on
look
that.
forward to.
We are ready for next year.
Yes. We are all ready for next year. Thank you guys so much.
Thank
And,
you.
Yeah, we'll look forward to new Icona Pop music in 2017.
Yay! Thank you.